Cielo talks constantly. Clicks, chimes, little rising and falling tunes. For a week it was beautiful noise. Then I realized it wasn't noise. It was patterns. Repeating. Which means it was a language. And I really wanted to talk back. Problem: I don't speak music. I speak physics. Luckily, those are secretly the same subject. Sound is just waves. Waves have frequency. And our school music room has a digital piano that can measure exactly that. After hours, empty school, one lamp, one piano, one alien, and my phone running a spectrogram app that turns any sound into a picture. If I could see his chimes as shapes, maybe I could match them to keys. Maybe I could answer. He chimed a note. The app drew a bright line at a frequency. I hunted the piano for the key that drew the same line and hit it. Cielo froze. Then he flared so bright the whole room went cyan. He'd heard himself. In my voice. That was the breakthrough. Every chime he made, I found its key, wrote it down, gave it a guess. Rising 3-note equals hello/good. Falling 2-note equals no/stop. Wobbly high 1 equals hungry, obviously. A dictionary, one note at a time. Hours passed. I forgot to be scared. I forgot about scanners and black cars. It was just me and a star inventing a language on a piano at midnight and, honestly, best night of my entire life. No contest. Then I strung keys together into a real question. Slowly, one frequency at a time, I asked him, where is your home? And Cielo went quiet. For the first time ever, my chatty little star had nothing bright to say. He answered with a tune I'll never forget. Low, slow, descending. The saddest 6 notes I've ever heard. I played them back to check. He chimed yes. Then he showed me why. He projected it on the piano lid. A ship. Beautiful, vast, drifting in orbit high above Earth, with its lights going out, section by section. Dying up there. While its pilot hid in a schoolgirl's backpack, too small and too far to save it. That's your ship, I said. He chimed yes. It's dying. Yes. And you can't get to it. A long, long pause. Then, very quietly, yes. I put my hand over his little glow. We just sat there. 2 kids a long way from home. Here's the thing I understood on that piano bench, Hiantu. He's not an invader. He's not a weapon. He's a kid whose home is a sinking ship, who fell into the one town small enough to hide him. And he is running out of time. So I made him a promise on a piano. I don't know how yet. But we are going to get you back up there. You gave me a language. I'll give you a way home. He chimed 3 rising notes. Hello. Or maybe thank you. A sound at the door nearly stopped my heart. But it was Suzu. Of course it was Suzu. Standing in the doorway with 2 cans of coffee and a look that said she'd known for days and just been waiting for me to need her. I'm not going to ask, Suzu said, setting down a coffee. But you look like you haven't slept, and there's a glowing star on the piano, so I'm going to sit here and keep watch. Play your music. I could have hugged her. I did hug her. With a lookout, we worked faster. By dawn we had 200 words. Enough for Cielo to tell me the basics. His ship needs a signal from the ground to wake up and come get him. A specific frequency. Sent from something tall. Something tall that broadcasts a signal. In a town with 1 train and 9 vending machines. I already knew the answer, and I hated it, because it's fenced, rusted, and on the far side of the mountain. The old radio tower. We'd have to fix a decommissioned tower, tune it to your exact frequency, and broadcast without anyone noticing. Cielo chimed a bright, confident yes. I love his optimism. I have met physics. Physics does not chime, yes. Suzu walked us out as the sun came up. At the gate she finally spoke the thing we were all thinking. Whoever's in those black cars, they want the same signal you do. Except they want to trace it back to him. Yeah, I know. I walked home holding a bag with a dying star's only hope zipped inside it. 900 meters. Just inside our leash. I counted every one. Funny how a kilometer feels different when it's a lifeline instead of a limit. At home he curled up in my palm, exhausted, and chimed the 3 rising notes one more time before he slept. Hello. Thank you. Good morning. I think in his language, they might all be the same word. I hope they are. I have a language, a lookout, a plan I can barely pronounce, and a tower on the wrong side of a mountain. What I do not have is time, or tools, or any idea how to climb a fence with an alien. Small problems. Definitely small. Star question 4. I'm invisible, I travel in waves. I can be high or I can be low, and every song you've ever loved is made of me. What am I? Get it right, Hiantu, and you basically speak alien now. See you under the same sky.